Yo, what's up? It's Jake Average. I'm back with another win. This is another quick, cheeky win with the HDR scope and a looted MP7. One of my absolute favourite combinations of the classes right now. And today, what I want to talk about is the meta. And the reason I want to bring this one up is because it's something that I've talked about a stack of times. It's something you hear about all the time in gaming and certainly in Call of Duty. But until recently, I actually had this one wrong. So I always thought that what meta meant was that traditional definition, that prefix, which is, you know, it means that something transcends or it's comprehensive, right? And to me, that sort of made sense. Like if we said the Bruin or the Growl was meta, I mean, they somewhat transcend their role. They dominate in any situation. So that always made sense to me to some degree. But I've just recently found out that meta can also mean an acronym, which is most effective tactics available. And that is, I think, way more applicable than the traditional definition, and I think it's probably what most people mean. So there you go. So Warzone has seen the rise and fall of a few metas, not quite as many as I would like to see to keep the game fresh, but at least a change in meta means we've got to level up a new gun and grind out those attachments. So the more meta shifts, I guess, the better within reason. I think a few of those metas, like the broad meta, probably went for a little bit too long. The meta for the perks, I mean, that hasn't really changed at all. Let's go through that right now, right? So for perk 1, we've got EOD, so we take less explosive damage, which is what I run because I absolutely hate getting spammed with C4s or RPGs. And really, other than that, what do you got? Maybe quick fix if you run squad plays to get a cheeky heal off when you get a kill. Other than that, you got double time, so you can tactically sprint for longer. But if you can slide cancel, like I'd say most serious players can nowadays, there's really no role for that double time. For perk 2, this one's probably the only competitive perk slot, and nearly everyone gets that overkill to get those 2 primaries straight off the bat. And then you either switch into your ghost class, so you're not coming up on those heartbeat sensors and UAVs, or if you're feeling really cheeky and spicy, you might be running that restock to spam your grenades and stuns or flashes. I mean, that one is at least competitive. I wish the other perks would probably get lifted up to that same level. And finally, perk 3, I mean, other than amp, so you can weapon swap, what else is anyone running? I mean, tune up, you can role play that medic class for the quicker revive time. I mean, I didn't even know about that until I started looking it up for this video. I've never even seen anyone running it. The other interesting thing though, and this is maybe a bit cheeky, is that you also get swifter self-revives with that tune-up on that third perk slot. So that might catch someone out in solos or even in squads. For guns, the meta has been basically the same from the get-go, right? So it's for every gun, it's the run the monolithic and the longest barrel, so we get increased damage range. For most guns, we get reduced recoil, and then aside from that, we've got an underbarrel attachment. Thank goodness. I mean, that was the most upsetting thing for me on the Bruin meta, was that some people were running the Bruin without any underbarrels because there was no recoil at all. That's a bit painful, I think. But while we're talking about that underbarrel attachment, the Merc 4 grip, which was so popular for that hidden buff to the speed, it used to give you a 4% speed boost. That's now been stealth nerfed. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. It now gives you a 1% reduced movement speed. So at least they're going to see some variation in the underbarrel attachments now. I'm going to run Ranger on my SMGs so I don't take a movement speed hit. We'll see how that goes. We might have to mix that up too. I mean, aside from that, what else are you going to run for your attachments? A bigger ammo clip, maybe a VLK scope, and either a tac laser or a grip on a various grip or a sticker grip on your gun. I mean, and basically, other than that, there's no incentive to try anything else for your attachments. I mean, I think that was one of my earlier suggestions, was to scrap the monolithic and bake it into all your guns so we get a bit more variation there, but that's probably never going to happen. Anyway, guys, so that's basically what I wanted to talk about, right, was the meta. I wanted to explain that phrase. So the reason I wanted to bring that up is because the meta right now, it looks really good. Now that the Bruin has finally been dethroned, it's still strong. It's not broken strong anymore. The MP5 is still at the top of the list. It's not broken strong though. Again, not to me. So what do you guys think? What are you guys going to be running? What's going to be the next danger? I just hope it's not an LMG, because the time to kill on those is a bit upsetting. That's all I'm saying. So that was it. Nice and quick one, boys. So let me know what you think.